So this is going to be the final one I do for Resident Evil 2. If you guys have been liking the Resident Evil History series, tell me in the comments down below and tell me another character I should do. But we're going to talk about William Birkin. And this is another situation that there's not that much footage for him doing all this stuff in this lore. So if you see the video, you're going to see how the pacing was kind of weird. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Birkin was a child prodigy. He earned his doctorate as a teenager. At the age of 15, he was employed by Umbrella, and he was actually offered to be taken to an exclusive training program at the laboratory in Alcalá County, oversight by Dr. James Markin and Dr. Albert Wesker, who we all know who he is, and they're actually like on some kind of friendly rivalry. So on their first day as senior researchers, they're introduced to Lisa Trevor, relating to the Tyrant virus, or the T virus. Later on, Umbrella actually officially employed another child prodigy named Dr. Alexia Ashford, and the basically antagonist of Code Veronica, and it actually kind of angered Birkin. So Birkin was determined to prove himself and actually took part to solve the problem that only 10% of the population was immune to the T virus. This problem was solved with the development of the bioorganic weapon, or the BOW, and developed the Hunter Alpha. During that time, Birkin actually got in a relationship with another researcher named Annette, and they actually got married within the 80s and got a daughter named Sherry. By 1988, the Arclay Labs hit another dead end, and research on his latest project, the Tyrant, was met with a serious flaw that actually was related to the brain link and caused brain damage to the Tyrant. Birkin created a T-virus strain that lowered the level of brain damage. However, it required the infected to have a certain rare gene that only 1 of 10 million possessed. During the year, he gained access to Dr. Marcus's T-virus research to bolster his own. When Dr. Spencer ordered the assassination and gained monarchy of creator of the T-virus, while the elder Marcus lay there to die with a gunshot wound, Birkin arranged with Dr. Spencer himself to acquire one of the Nemesis alpha types, a parasitic creature that's able to take over the brain function, to Lisa Trevor, who survived these experiments all these years. When this parasite was placed into Lisa, her body destroyed the intruder and the DNA was added to her genomes. This gave her tentacles. Seeing the potential of the virus and capable of mutating humans into a superior subspecies, Birkin sought funding from the Umbrella HQ to allow him to work on the G virus. Birkin was the chief researcher and directly led the research of the G virus with his wife Annette, with a bunch of unrelated BOW projects made by other teams. Working with the G virus during the 90s, Birkin began to suspect that Umbrella was actually uninterested of giving him the corporate executive position. And this is when the big shit started to happen. In the year 1998, the T virus broke out from the Accolade Mountains and led to secret civilian deaths and mutation, as well as the loss of the entire laboratory. Wesker made a decision to leave Umbrella and sell secrets to their viral company. But Birkin actually wanted to complete the G virus and was actually wanted to betray them through the inside. Birkin started talking with the US military to sell them the G virus for their own bioweapon exchange program for an asylum for his family. Birkin began to sabotage the facilities. Umbrella starting to notice that Birkin was acting kind of weird and shit when he completed the G-virus team to go meet with Birkin in a standoff. Birkin was actually gunned down when he actually dropped the mug mistake as a handgun. Birkin was dying, and when the last thing he did was actually inject himself with the G virus. It wasn't stable for him and actually started doing a bunch of weird shit and actually turned himself into a G human, simply known as G. With full of vengeance, G started following the USS in the sewers and fucking killed all of them. To guarantee there was no more samples, G destroyed all the T virus samples and allowed the rats to eat them and let it go throughout the city. G was searching for a vessel for reproducing. Ultimately, his daughter was the only one that was able to help him reproduce because of the same bloodline, and he wanted to look for her all over the police department. So during Resident Evil 2, what he was doing is looking for Sherry. He goes through a bunch of mutations and he ultimately died on the Raccoon City train during an explosion on the underground facility. And that is it. That is the end of William Birkin. And I know this video was kind of a weird pacing. I just wanted to release this video before Resident Evil 2 remake drops. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. Now, because I'm done doing most of the Resident Evil 2 lore, do you guys want me to do more lore on any other characters? Because I know some of you guys might be interested in the entire series alone. So tell me in the comments down below, what is the next character I should do? So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I am out. Deuces.